I was enthralled with this film. Very well done from beginning to end. Great production value. Everything about it technically was good. I really, really liked how you guys shot this in a way that felt so non-linear. I think you mastered, seriously, the non-linear storytelling in a sort of linear story. I don't know how else to explain that, except it just felt like I was in his mind almost the whole time, remembering, but not really sure if we were in the present or not. And it was just really cool, like remembering the past and then living in the present. And then, wait, was that the present or is it remembering the past? And then we get to the present. But I'm not sure if we were going there or we were already there thinking back. I guess that's where I'm coming from. It just felt so wonderfully told. Really nice opening quote to set up the whole, film. All that was lost remains eternal. And then you ended the film in that way, really. It felt like you had closure, and then all of a sudden, no, there isn't really closure. They're still thinking about each other. It remains. It was so, so well told. Just really nice music too in the opening. Nice wide shot too in the beginning with the car driving in the wide open sort of terrain. Super great script. Just love the writing. Kept me wondering and curious throughout. Beautiful performances by all the cast. You guys did a great job casting this too. Just, it was so intriguing and sensual and passionate, and it just had so many great elements, the mystery of it, and just the writing when the two were talking about how, they lied to each other or weren't really quite coming clean with each other about knowing what the whole, that she already kind of knew who he was and kind of scoped him out, and then he knew who she was, but they came clean and they were even and they were able to move on. Just, God, this was just so perfectly done.
I loved the notion that time is always occurring, or, memories inside your head are happening simultaneously. You're living life, but you still have memories from your past life. And so the notion that time is not linear, that it is all happening at the same time, because your feelings from that past relationship are still very much there. Well, not always, but for our main character here, his feelings from his last relationship were very much there as he's falling in love with this new woman. So I thought having this very non-linear structure to this film really helped to represent that in a really cool way. So yeah, I loved that they mixed up the structure like that. I loved the juxtaposition of the two romances. I thought all the actors in this film had really great chemistry as well. They really felt like they connected with each other in an organic way. This film also had really beautiful locations that they shot at. I thought this was a really interesting and creative film in the way that it's structured.
A fantastic story. I really expected from the beginning of the film that I'd be a blubbery mess by the end, because that's kind of how the beginning started, but by the end, it's kind of a bittersweet, happy ending, because he finds someone to move on with while still being stuck in the past. It's shows that there's promise for hope. He's a very complex character, Alain is. He's you don't really see very many complex characters nowadays. They're usually two-dimensional. And this character was excellent. You really were on his journey with him, and it's why you at the beginning think this film's not going to end well. You're going to be crying. But the script was fantastic. The score was fantastic. The acting, the direction, all of it worked really, really well. I really enjoyed this film. It was one that it was really a joy to watch because you were rooting for this character. And all the people around him, all the supporting characters were also very complex characters. Usually if you have a protagonist that's complex, all the supporting characters really aren't. They're just there to serve this character. This film had an excellent script where all the characters were dynamic.
The story was kind of bittersweet and really engaging. I love how this film touches on themes such as love and hope, and even though he is stuck in the specific place, he still has a chance to be happy with the one that he ends up with, providing the sense of hope for him. What's also so fun and enjoyable about this film is how we as the viewers get to go through this journey with his character, him being so complex, and instead of just being one-dimensional, it was a great way to tell his story with it being more character-driven.
I love the multiple locations and multilingual script. I liked how looking at art brings music and imagery to this main character, and how we start retracing the steps with alternating timelines. That was very enticing, quite engaging. I enjoyed that feature a lot. This is a great mystery, not so much a mystery, just a secret, and how they untangle the facts, knowing each other or learning more about each other while they pursue this person that links them. We have very personable characters, and then we also visit these villages. Beautiful photography, poetic and nostalgic, with beautiful scenery and award-worthy performances. The initial quote got me thinking towards the end of the film. It's all that was lost remains eternal. And I think it's about closing the loop, or trying to, at least, because probably from the film we get that we are never really free from fear, guilt, or even lost love. And they just have a very clever script, very human,